Welcome to the Website to App Conversion Podcast. I'm your host, and today we're talking about a simple, high-impact idea, turning your Lovable website into a real mobile app without rebuilding anything. If you built your product with Lovable, chances are your site already behaves like an app. It adapts to mobile screens, it's touch-friendly, and users come back to it regularly. That's the sweet spot. When your product is used repeatedly and acts like a tool rather than a one-time read, users start asking for a native app. Not because your website is bad, but because an app just makes access faster and more convenient. So why make the jump? First, a browser is a small but real barrier. People need to open it, find the right tab or bookmark, and deal with the browser Chrome. An app removes that friction. One tap from the home screen, full screen focus, faster startup. Second, native features like push notifications let you reach users proactively. Send reminders, updates, or important messages that nudge people back into your product and improve retention. And third, apps simply feel more polished. Splash screens, smooth transitions, offline handling, and the credibility of being listed in Google Play and the Apple App Store. But here's the most important point for Lovable creators. You don't have to rewrite your product as a native app. Rebuilding usually means separate Android and iOS code bases, higher cost, slower iteration, and more things to maintain. Instead, use a web-to-app approach. Wrap your existing Lovable website in a native shell. The website remains the single source of truth. The native layer provides the mobile experience. That means no duplicated content, no parallel development, and no change to how you ship product updates. The web stays authoritative, and the app reflects those updates automatically. How does the conversion work in practice? With webtoapp.design, it's configuration over development. Start by supplying the URL of your Lovable site. It can be your own domain or a Lovable app domain. Then, configure the app's look and behavior, icons, splash screens, branding, navigation preferences. Those settings are applied consistently across Android and iOS. The conversion focuses on giving your existing site a native shell and mobile-specific features without touching your site's code. What does the native layer add? Push notifications work out of the box, giving you a direct line to users. Native navigation and full-screen display remove browser distractions and make the product feel focused. You can also add native-only enhancements like fingerprint or Face ID authentication for smoother, more secure logins. Each of these details might be small alone, but together they change perception. Your product stops feeling like a website on my phone and starts feeling like the app I rely on. When it's time to publish, webtoapp.design helps you ship to Google Play and the Apple App Store using your own developer accounts. You're guided through the submission process. No compiling or coding required on your part. From the user's perspective, the app behaves and is trusted just like any other native app. Installable, updatable, and discoverable in the stores. You retain full ownership of the app and your user relationships, while continuing to develop your product on the web. To recap, if your Lovable site is already comfortable to use on a phone browser, responsive layouts, touch-friendly interactions, and repeat usage patterns, you're much closer to a native app than you might think. Converting to an Android and iOS app improves access, increases retention through notifications, and enhances perceived polish without forcing a rewrite or new tech stack. If you want to try this for your product, visit website.com and get your app. Design it for free in 5 minutes. The process preserves your workflow, keeps your web project as the single source of truth, and gives your users a native experience they're more likely to adopt and keep using. That's it for this episode of the Website to App Conversion Podcast. Thanks for listening. If you enjoyed this episode, Subscribe for more practical tips on turning web apps into native apps and publishing them to the stores. See you next time.